Here he is, getting set up. T. Hello, silver fans. This is T, and you're in the place to be for silver education, acquisition, and entertainment. And hey, I'm going to a coin show, and I'm going to talk to my buddy Russ about the experience. Now, if you like creative videos, be sure to subscribe, and if you appreciate the effort, please hit that like button. So, Russ, what time did you get here in the morning, man?
We got here about 7:30. We haven't been here that long.
So that's when the doors open, right?
Yes, sir. It sure is.
And you're kind of in this period now where you're hustling to get organized and get everything out and displayed. But from what I understand from dealers, this is kind of like the golden hour for guys to hustle around and pick from other dealers.
Yes, absolutely. This is when you really want to be able to kind of get by and pick and see what you can do for your own inventory. You know, if there's people that you know that are looking for something, you happen to have it. You know, sometimes it's best to try to strike while the iron is hot, as they say.
How much does a table cost?
This is actually a really, really affordable show. I mean, it's a smaller show, obviously, but it's a nice local show. For 2 tables, we paid $75.
Okay, $75, and it's a decent-sized room. I've attended this show before. You'll get hundreds of people coming through here, and so it's for 2. How much is just one table?
$45, I believe.
Okay, so if a guy wanted to pay $45 just for one table,
absolutely,
he could have this period of time before the show and take advantage of it, and maybe even consider that his admission fee an hour and a half earlier than everybody else.
He sure could.
But if he can sell coins as well, that would work out. So I think there are some people who do that. I mean, it's a very desirable time to be in here.
This kind of show is really good for like vest pocket dealers, guys that buy and sell a lot and have time to kind of make some more money on the side, maybe work on their collection a little bit, maybe make it a part-time business. This is a perfect kind of a show for that. Small local shows are just great.
Vest pocket dealers.
Vest pocket dealers, also called, I used to call myself like a kitchen table dealer.
Okay.
But yeah, vest pocket dealer really is just anybody that has coins, maybe more than they need or they want, and they have the capacity to sell some.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, man, I don't want to hold you up, but can you, I guess once you get everything displayed, I'll kind of pan and you could tell the audience what you've got here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay, Russ, you've been at it a few hours now. The show opened up at 9 and it's almost noon. How's it going so far?
It's going real well. I mean, we're selling some good numismatic stuff, and we're also selling a whole lot of bullion, like I kind of expected. Premiums are crazy across the board, so I think everybody's kind of in the same boat.
Have you had a chance to peruse the show yourself and do some buying?
I did. I was able to buy one coin that I'm really happy with.
Okay.
I bought a 16D Mercury dime.
Okay.
In PCGS Fine 15.
Okay.
CAC. So that's a really good coin.
Oh, that CAC means a lot, doesn't it?
It sure does, especially on a key date like that. So I was able to get it for a decent price. So that'll definitely be added to our inventory here soon.
All right, so for a silver stacking channel, some of us might not know what CAC means. Can you describe what that means?
Yeah, so CAC, or CAC, stands for Certified Acceptance Corporation. It's run by John Albanese, who is a grading godfather, basically. And what he does is he takes coins that have been slabbed, and he puts his approval on them if he thinks they've been graded correctly. What we call a green bean means that he approves of the grade. It's good for the grade, it's superior for the grade. And then a gold CAC sticker, is something he feels is undergraded, which would upgrade. So they always bring premiums if they're CAC'd.
Okay. And so that gets submitted to his service?
Yes. So it's just like a grading service, basically. You submit it to his service, and
and then cross your fingers and hope you get one of the right stickers.
And hope that John has decided to bless your coin.
Okay, very cool. Where is the coin? Do you have it?
Yeah.
Let's take a quick picture of it. All right, there we go. This is the. There she is. PCGS F15. Now, what is that?
Fine 15.
Okay. And do you mind if I ask you, what you paid for it? Is this a super rare one?
It is very rare. We paid a little under $3,000 for it.
Oh Lord.
So
okay.
It's a good inventory coin. They only made 264,000 of them that year.
Okay.
It's the key date for Mercury dimes, and the Mercury dime is one of the most popular coins for anybody to collect. So they're always in demand.
Wow. Well, congratulations on that find. That certainly is a special one. So I consider myself a stack collector, and I know a lot of my viewers do as well. We stack first, but we kind of have an eye for collecting, and that's some high-end collecting there.
It sure is.
All right, I'm going to look around, and hey, I appreciate the time, man.
Of course.
No, we don't.
Okay. I don't know what the heck these little things are, but I'm about to learn. Russ, tell me about these little things you have there.
All right, so these little chickens are opium weights. They're hand carved, and they're from Burma.
Hey, listen, Russ, this is Crown Point. We don't want any of that kind of stuff over here, man.
You're the only one I know who's got the good stuff, and I need a bad baby because I feel like I got bugs crawling up my skin. Now, you gotta help me out.
Not on my watch.
What's the
I'm going to turn my office into a den of iniquity.
You have?
Get your fix somewhere. Wet Gordon's Peter.
Burma?
Yeah, so these are like from Burma, some other parts of Southeast Asia, and they were used to weigh out opium on a balance scale.
Oh, good grief.
I couldn't tell you the weight off the top of my head, but each one of these would be, a certain quantity of opium. And they're all hand carved, and they're made out of iron, and they're really neat.
You're selling those, or are they just for display?
Nope.
What is an opium?
$20 a piece.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, I've never heard of anything like that. This is quite the education. Thank you. Okay, Russ, I spied that little owl, and I kind of had a suspicion when I asked you what the most expensive piece on display was, and sure enough, it was that little owl. Let's show the viewers, and maybe you can give some history about that.
Sure. So this is a Athenian owl tectogram.
Okay.
It's probably one of the quintessential ancient coins. It's from around 400 to 450 BC. It's silver, it's hand struck. You can see just how high that relief is. They're super, super popular, and they're gorgeous. This is about a $950 piece.
Okay.
And they can go all the way up to, well over $5-6 grand.
Okay. And so, assuming that the show comes and goes and no one purchases that one, Harlan J. Berk is that your personal collection, or is that from Harlan J. Berk?
All the inventory here is from Harlan J. Berk.
Okay.
We're on the web, hjbltd.com.
Okay.
We have a giant selection of ancients. So yeah, I mean that's what we're known for.
So this is your first coin show, and so another coin show question. From a buyer's perspective, would you say that it's best for us buyers to come early and first thing bust in the door and get here early, or is it better to come a little bit later, and when the dealers just kind of want to get rid of their inventory that they lugged over here? So
both of those are strategies. I mean, if you're looking for something specific, I really think it's probably a better idea to get here early. Because if it's, especially if it's a popular item, people do sell out of things all the time. I'm almost out of silver rounds.
Yeah. Well, it happened to me. You had some Mexican Onzas there. I looked at them. I had to go run an errand and come back, and now they're gone. So shame on me for not buying them when I saw them.
But yeah, they're both very valid strategies. Some dealers will absolutely try to blow off some inventory at the end of the show. Others, like me, I have a storefront, and this is all just going to go back into inventory, so I don't have to do it so much.
I've heard a lot of guys talking about the money that they're, making here. They're spending it as fast as they can make it on other inventory. So maybe the latecomers could find a guy who blew all his money and would like to at least walk out of here with a few $100 on his pocket
absolutely.
or something.
It happens all the time.
Yeah. All right, so let me ask you this. I know everybody here's, inventory is unique, but what would be a ballpark figure for a guy if he set up a table? What's a reasonable expectation to make a couple $100, can make $1,000? What it would be a target even?
Well, I mean, I guess that really depends on the person and what they have. I mean, for me, I didn't really come into this show expecting to make a whole lot of money for the company. I didn't bring a lot of inventory. this for me was more of an exercise to kind of show the flag that, you know, Harlan J. Berk is out and about again. Shows are opening up. We're doing business.
Yeah. It is a beautiful thing, and we're not here with masks on, and we're not here, you know, afraid for our lives. It's so good. To get back to normal, you know?
It feels really good. I think a lot of people were starved for that. We've had a really good turnout. And again, this is a local show. It's not big. You know, I know that there are some dealers here that have probably made a killing and made, you know, 5 to 10 grand. I have spent some money, more money than I intended to spend, but I've also sold some pretty high ticket items. So I think it really depends on whatever you're selling is going to be. It's going to be your expectation. And then, you know, obviously I don't know what your cost is. I try to hide my cost. So, you know, but depending on the type of inventory and how well a show goes, you can make a few $1,000s pretty easily.
Okay. Well, good to know. Good to know. Some viewers may have been sitting around thinking, boy, I'd like to do that someday, and maybe needed a little inspiration to pull the trigger on that. So, Russ, I appreciate the time, and any final thoughts? A good experience then, huh?
Great experience. Super happy. It's nice to be at shows again.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Hey, quick shout out to my channel members as we prepare to get to the point in the video where I show you what I purchased at that coin show. Also, a special thank you to my buddy Russ and his family. What troopers they were for getting up so early. Take a look at these beauties. There was only one guy in the entire coin show that was selling Mexican silver Libertads. He's a guy that I know from previous shows. Very nice guy. He gave me a $5 discount, and he sold me these for $40 each. Now, for a $19.95, that's not a bad deal at all. That's actually a great deal. The others are 85s in very good condition, and I was happy to add those to my stack collection. Hey, I really appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and be sure to tune in Saturday for another coin shop video. T.